Here is the story of modern spiritual development and the potential future of spiritual people. Imagine that Earth is not just an ordinary planet. According to the research of Dolores Cannon, a hypnotherapist who conducted hundreds of hypnotic regressions, our planet is an experiment of free will. The souls that are born here forget their previous incarnations. They forget their connection to the source. That's why Earth becomes one of the most difficult planets, because it's easy to fall off the path here, to get lost in materialism, suffering, and illusions. But the law of the universe is non-interference in the development of other beings, unless there is a threat to life. Perhaps that is why we feel a little alone on our planet. However, such a threat to life did appear during World War II. The invention and use of the atomic bomb shook the entire cosmos. Nobody expected that the first use of atomic energy would be a weapon of destruction. And that's when, according to many accounts, the need for intervention arose. Phenomena that we now call UFOs began to manifest on our planet. And right after World War II, in the West, the movement of New Thought was born, the so-called New Age. Ideas emerged that no one had openly spoken about before, such as reincarnation, other dimensions, messages from extraterrestrial civilizations, so-called channelings. Jane Roberts appeared with her channeling of Seth, teachings about thought creation, multidimensionality, and the immortality of the soul. They inspired later teachers, such as Esther and Jerry Hicks, who still channel Abraham today. Then came Bashar, Cryon, and Dolores Cannon herself, who began contacting the subconscious of hundreds of patients and receiving a consistent, deep message about the history of Earth and its place in the universe. It was Dolores who discovered that Earth is a free will experiment, which is why we so often lose connection with the source here. The 1970s and 80s brought an explosion of the New Age, the New Thought movement. A new wave of channelers began transmitting messages from the Pleiadians, Arcturians, or the Galactic Federation of Light. Science calls channeling a play of the subconscious, but millions of people felt truth in these messages, truth that awakened their hearts. Today, after 2 world wars, humanity is once again drifting into chaos and suffering. The internet and social media have given us technology, but they have taken away peace. The world has never been so technologically connected, and at the same time, so emotionally disconnected. People have never felt so lonely. Depression, anxiety, emptiness. These are the epidemics of our times. Technology has stolen our sense of meaning, and that is why more and more people hear a calling within themselves, a calling to awaken, to return to themselves, to their bodies, to emotions, to the source. Yet not everyone interested in spiritual development has found the light. Many spiritual seekers escaped into conspiracy theories, paranoia, and fear. Others fell into the trap of spiritual ego, making themselves into false gurus and collapsing under the weight of their own arrogance. But there is also another group, spiritual creators, who combine inner development with creation in the material world. They are the ones who open stores with organic products, create fair trade clothing, jewelry filled with intention, write books, and create art and businesses infused with meaning and spirituality. They are the ones who quietly and authentically change the world. A major revolution also came in 2004, when The Secret and the Law of Attraction opened millions of hearts to conscious reality creation. Many brave souls began practicing creation. Many of them now run their own businesses, projects, communities, and right now, a new era of spirituality is beginning. The chase for empty materialism and attention is coming to an end. The world is beginning to understand that money without meaning does not bring happiness. The new currency is meaning, authenticity, value, depth. Out of collective awareness emerged cancel culture, a sometimes harsh but accelerated cleansing process of society's opinion about immoral behaviors that no longer receive approval. Societies are beginning to demand ethics and responsibility. New leaders and spiritual entrepreneurs are showing that it is possible to combine business with spirituality, that success and money can go hand in hand with ethics, ecology, and heart. More and more spiritual people are taking key positions in business and politics. Consciousness is beginning to permeate structures that for years were disconnected from the soul. Everything indicates that in the near future, education will change from a dry system of tests to a holistic approach. Children will learn cooperation, awareness of emotions and relationships, balance of body and spirit. Religion will change too. A universal spirituality will arise, encompassing all traditions and religions. Its foundation will be what is common: love, tolerance, and compassion, without dogmas, without exclusions. The time is coming when spirituality and materialism will stop fighting each other, unite, and create a new civilization, ethical, conscious, and just. We are the ones who are meant to bring about this transformation. We, the spiritual creators, the conscious dream builders, awakening to our power. Because true spirituality is not escape, it is creation, it is love, it is responsibility. And right now, a new chapter is beginning. The future of the world will look different from anything we know. If many spiritual people manage to step into their power, the emptiness of materialism will become increasingly visible. The fact that more possessions, more purchases, or more likes online do not bring lasting happiness. Instead, we will naturally begin to seek deeper meaning. A longing for authenticity, coherence, and truth will arise. In social and political life, a phenomenon we already know as cancel culture will appear. A cleansing of public space from immoral and unethical behavior. This is not just a trend, it is the beginning of a global healing process. Spiritual leaders and entrepreneurs who can combine the worlds of spirit and matter will prosper like never before. They will become the guides of the new civilization, showing that money and spirituality are not mutually exclusive, that success can be beautiful, ethical, and full of love. In the new world of spirituality, we will also see something extraordinary. Artificial intelligence, a technology that today evokes both fear and awe, will become a tool in the hands of conscious creators, because it is truly a tool for great humanists. New startups will emerge that combine spirituality, ethics, and technology. AI will help people create solutions that will heal the world, from ecology to medicine to education. Imagine companies that, with the help of AI, design systems teaching children not only math and languages, but also empathy, cooperation, and self-awareness. Imagine enterprises that use AI to develop new models of energy, agriculture, art, or communication, always with respect for humanity and the planet. These will be the startups of the future, not driven by pure profit, but by meaning. Meaning will generate profit on creating a world that is healthier, wiser, and more humane. AI will not be a threat, but an ally, a new tool that in the hands of conscious humanity will allow us to manifest a better reality more quickly. But whether this world will come depends on us. Each of us creates our reality every day through thoughts, emotions, decisions. What you focus on grows. What you nurture within becomes your life. Conscious creation is not magic or coincidence. It is the art of directing your energy, according to Dolores Cannon. Because this is why we are here, to learn how to direct our energy, attention, and intention. These are the skills of cooperating with the universe, which always responds to our vibration. So by learning conscious creation, you learn not only to create a life you love, but also to contribute to healing the entire planet. That's why it's worth learning, worth practicing, worth creating a life aligned with yourself, your heart, and your soul. Because when we as individuals learn to consciously cooperate with the universe and with ourselves, humanity as a whole will create an entirely new world. So now we await the revival of the spiritual world, perhaps a second revolutionary wave, like the one brought by The Secret in 2004, or maybe something entirely different. Personally, I am full of hope for the future. I invite you to subscribe to this channel and join my newsletter.